Hey guys and gals, today I'm cleaning out my pond. It is April 3rd, 2011, and I'm going to show you how I drain my pond. Now, the pond is quite a chore. This will take me quite a bit of the day to clean out, and I'm going to show you how I get the water out. I actually use my pump right here. I'll show you here. And I stick it in the pump. I got this hose that I use for the fountain, and I just stick it right in the pump, and then I place it down in the pond and just let it siphon it out. The hose extends all the way over here, and I just let it kind of drain out around my plants and stuff right here. It's really good water coming out of the pond. And also all the sludge and sledge I got on the bottom, I usually put them on my bushes, and I put them in the compost bin because that just got some nutrient-rich fish sludge, fish poop, you would say. I have a lot of cats here trying to help me today too. But draining this will take a little while, and once I get it down, I'll show you at the bottom. It gets pretty murky and dirty. This is a dirty job, and I'll have to put boots on to get down in there and get the rest cleaned out. A lot of leaves, but all this stuff can go in the compost bin, so it's very good. I used to leave my water in because I have read that it helps protect the liner in the wintertime. You know, some of you might believe that to be true and some of you may not, but that is just what I read. Keep the water in over the winter and then drain it in the spring, and then clean it out, fill it back up, because that's what I'll be working on today, because we are really warm here today. It's going to be about 70 degrees. Alright, I wanted to show you the water coming out of the pond. Look at it. That stuff's going on some of my grasses and my perennials. Right there, that's pretty good stuff. Cat even thinks it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm taking some leaves out of the pond, and actually I had some pond plants that were left over. So this stuff will all be great stuff for the compost bin. You see the pond's getting down a little bit. I just started cleaning out, watering all my perennials around here, my grasses, with this water, and it's going to be some really good nutrient-rich water. So then while that's siphoning, I just take a big old fish netting and I scoop out some of the leaves and stuff just to kind of help move things along a little faster. Siphoning out there, over there by the daylilies now. So it's actually moving along pretty fast. So this this netting thing, it's something to do while the water's draining. All right, as it gets down to the bottom, it starts plugging up the pump. So I just got to go in there. Whoops! I just got to go in there, right here, and just clean it up. Once I clean it up, we'll do it again. Okay, I wanted to show you the difference. We're getting to the bottom of the pond, and look how dark it is. This stuff is really some good fertilizer. It's going on my shrubs, and it never really seems to burn them or anything, because they come up, and when it gets really warm, we're looking at some really nice shrubbery. Okay, it's a little windy out here, so I apologize today. I'm going to try something. We're getting down to the sludgy area, and I'm going to use a little ice cream bucket. I'm going to put the pump inside it, and then I'm going to throw some rock on it and see if that'll prevent it from plugging up so much, and see if it works. And then I'll submerge it back down in the water, because normally I have a lot of problems with it plugging up quite a bit, and it just takes so long to get the bottom, all this sludge out. So let's see how that works. Let's put it in the water. Okay. Oh yeah, it's working real well. It really seems like it's coming out better than it ever has. Yes. Alright. We'll see how well that works for plugging up. I'm just sitting here waiting for it to complete the drain. Look at the green water. That stuff is really, it's just such a nasty job, but you know what? I don't really mind it if I have time, but if I don't have time, it's a little bit tougher. But today's a really nice day and I'm not open yet, so it's a good time to do it. Once I get this done, I'll fill it up completely, let it sit for a week or so, and then put my goldfish in. I'll get the pumps going and I won't be getting any pond plants until May. In those 2 containers right there, I have my water lilies. These are hardy. I just leave them in the pond all winter long into the deepest area, and they seem to do just fine. We got some Ogon grass right there, and I don't know, it looks a little green yet, so I'm hoping they come back. I'm going to trim them up. Hi, kiddo. So that's about it. Once we get it full, I'll show you again. But the process has been tough. Here's all my leaves. Got lots of nice leaves that are going to go in the compost bin right here. Getting down to the end, so I stuck a bucket in here and put the pump down in the bucket, and I'm just going to fill the bucket with water and try to get the rest of this out, because we're getting down to the bottom and it's not very deep. So it seems to be working so far until it plugs up. Getting to the end of the pond. This is what's at the bottom. All that sludgy water. Look at that. Just getting real close to being done. But my pump's probably going to plug up here because it gets really thick down in the bottom. I might have to scoop some out by hand. Okay, it's empty. Filling her up. It'll take a little while, a little process to fill it, but I'm going to let it fill it up and then get the pump going in there. I also want to say that won't put the goldfish in here probably for a good week. This water's got chlorine in it, and if I let it sit, and if it rains and everything, the chlorine will go out of the water, and then they'll be fine. Goldfish cannot handle chlorine and koi, so don't ever do that. Make sure you let your pond set up for a while. Let it age until you put your goldfish in. I won't put anything in here. I'll put a barley bale, a couple barley bales for the LJ, and I'll put pond plants when the time gets closer. And my lilies are in there in those big pots, so I'm going to take and divide some of them out and put them in some other pots, and then they're going to submerge them right down in the water in the deepest part over there. So that worked great, putting that pump in that bucket and then filling for what I had left in the bottom that wouldn't siphon up anymore. That worked great to just bail the water right in the pail. If you guys got any comments or questions, better ways of doing this, let me know. If you're ever thinking about putting a pond in, we got the one with the liner, and it is a little task. There's some maintenance to it every year, but once I get this done, I don't do a lot to it until the following season. I wanted to get ground cleaner, the pond cleaner, to clean the bottom out because it really could use it. That's something I might invest in this year, so we'll see. And if I do, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. This is Diane at the Pick Advance Greenhouse and Garden. I think it took me maybe, I don't know, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, because I had everything here and ready to go, so that makes a difference. I had all my supplies here. Got some nice leaves and stuff in the wheelbarrow, and that's about it. Take care. We'll see you on the next video. Alright, it's done. Got it full. So that's a great job to have done. Right now, I'm going to, as I said, I'll let this sit. It only took probably, I would say, 2 to 3 hours to clean this out. I don't even think it took that long. I misjudged it. I got that pump to work better. Normally it plugs and plugs and plugs, but that method I used with the rock in the bucket, that just works so much faster. So there you go. Now we just got to do some cleaning out around the pond. Put my plants, those pond plants, the pond lilies back in the bottom once I get a few off of there to divide them. And you know, that's pretty much it.